an array of colors because I like to experiment. Hi, I'm Maiah Manser, and you're watching TMS Live.
Hello, everyone. My name is RayDio. I'm here with my co-host, Wynn. We're here at Singer Space, and we are joined by Maiah Manser. Hello, dear. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're good. We're happy to be here. Happy to see your show.
Yeah.
Is this your first time in China?
It is my first time in China. Yeah. It's been so amazing, too, so far.
Wow, I'm glad to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we get to know that you started learning singing since you were 3 years old, and you use that as an excuse to get out your nap time since when you were in your preschool. So as an adult, how do you feel? Like, do you have a greater appreciation for nap time now?
Anytime I can take a nap, I'm playing catch up from when I didn't get my naps as a child. Now I just want to take my naps whenever I can. Yeah. Yeah.
We're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
Anytime I can nap, I'll be on the subway standing up. Just.
Yeah.
So we know that you went to school for jazz singing and composition, right? And Cornish School of Arts.
Oh yeah, Cornish College of the Arts.
Yeah. So I kind of want to ask, what is the proper way to scat?
You're actually, when you scat, you're supposed to be almost thinking like you're telling a story, but with gibberish a little bit. So you still want to like with any good story, you want to think that there's like a climax of the story, like this is the big point, and then you come down. So it's kind of like you're working up to that moment, and then you drop off. But it's a free-for-all.
For sure.
It's a free-for-all. There's no right or wrong answer.
Well, the reason I bring it up is because actually with your globally successful music, songs such as With a Smile, you can kind of say that some of the lyrical fills that you throw in are kind of like a modern version of scat. So, what's the process for you composing music like this?
Oh, modern version of scatting.
Yeah, you're making your own version.
I didn't ever think about that. So wait, what was the last part of the question?
So what's your like when you're composing, what's your process? Does it start from lyrics or does it start musically?
I'd say that it goes, both ways, or I try to do a bunch of different ways because I have to keep my brain fresh. So I'm always like, oh, do I want to start with the lyrics first? Do I have a melody in my mind? Usually, though, it's a chord progression that's inspiring to me. Like I play something on the piano, and that's what's inspiring to me. Lately, it's been a lot more beats that are inspiring because I'm trying to make like more upbeat, like fast music because it's fun. It's just it's really fun to sing. It's fun to perform. It's fun to like see the audience engaging and people. I like seeing people happy, while you're performing and just even my listeners across the world, like them being like, oh, like I'm like dancing in my room to this song is like the coolest thing. So I'd say that making the beat first has been more inspiring on my composition journey because of that lately. Yeah, that could change.
That could change. Well, we're always evolving, right? You know, figuring out new ways to do new things, like scatting.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You mentioned that your mom taught you how to love and understanding, and your family has been incredibly supportive in your journey. So do you feel like how their influences showing up in your in a unexpected way in your music and performances?
I think my upbringing was maybe a little more unusual. I grew up with a single mom, and but she was always very open to the arts and fashion and just different ideas and different cultures. And I think with that mindset, it allowed me to think very freely with the art that I create and kind of what I look for. So, I really appreciate her for that.
You cry.
No.
We're all gonna cry.
Yeah.
So actually, while we were doing some research, we saw a trailer for the film The Love Light, and yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, we saw. I wanted.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you about what was it like to rescore like a classic film in kind of modern instrumentation.
Wow, you guys dug. That was one of the wildest experiences ever because it was an hour and 40 minutes straight of music. Like it never stops because it's a silent film.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all music. There's no talking. The music is the talking. It's crazy, and like you're kind of scoring to like, certain movements and stuff like that. I feel like I learned more from that than like all my time at art school. I'm not gonna lie.
You heard it here, folks. Rescore silent films. You will learn your process.
That was crazy. After that, I felt like I could score anything because it was so intense. But that's supposed to come out this month officially.
Yeah, we saw the trailer. Yeah,
that's so cool.
So, in that film, the lead actress, what's her name? Mary Pickford.
Yes.
Yeah, Mary Pickford.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of falls in love with somebody that maybe she's not supposed to, right, in the film, and so
it's a really crazy movie. It's the most dramatic thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, my question is, coming from somebody from a conservative community and also being a part of like the queer community, how does the idea of like forbidden love like connect with you? Yeah, we dug.
Yeah, you dug. Well, I can say that, for years I was very closeted in that way, and it's not a great feeling. And I think it wasn't until I was, in the relationship I am in now and open and able to be freely who I am that I feel like I could actually access those feelings like through music a bit more, because when it's closed off, you just want to hide it. So then you're not able to express it. It's just not, or at least that's how I felt personally. So I felt like once I was able to just like be free in who I am, that's when the emotion really just came through and took off.
Lots of your music like explores love, longing, and self-discovery. So in a world that, you can feel so divided at this time, how do you hope your music can help people to confront their fear and, embrace love like in its many forms?
I think that's the hope of anyone or most people on the earth. Or just somehow doing our part that brings people more together rather than divided. But there's something that I do in my live shows, and it works now, seems to work from the United States, also in China, but I give the audience a note and I have them all sing together for a moment and I record them live, and it works everywhere. Wow. And just having people sing together, it's like, look, we're all singing together. We all sing, we all breathe, we all just want to survive. We all just want to be loved. Like we're not different. We're so much more the same. We are the same, like in so many ways. And so like getting everyone to sing together is kind of like that moment for me where it's like, look at, like we can do this together, like we don't need to be divided by these different things,
I feel so empowered. Like I got goosebumps.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna be out here singing too.
I know. You better sing with me, huh? Yeah.
So we know that right now you're touring as a solo artist, and you've worked with bands, you've worked with DJs in the past. So what is your preference when playing a live show? Do you like the feeling of kind of handling it on your own, or would you rather have that support?
Ooh, okay. There's pros and cons to both. I love performing by myself because, I have so much control. It's really easy to travel. It's so easy to travel.
To tour, less expensive, right?
Way less expensive to tour. And, you know, I don't have to be worried about anyone else, any of the other moving parts, because I have a tendency to worry. I'm like, how are my people doing? Am I making them wait? Am I doing, you know? So the thing is, though, is that I love playing music with other people, and I miss it a lot. So I would love to have a band again at some point, in whatever capacity that is, whether it's, you know, more people that are triggering things like multi-instrumentalists, a string quartet, that would be the dream. But I have a dance background. I would love dancers too. Like, I'd love to dance with dancers.
Yeah, like interpretive dance, right?
Yeah, more like modern style. Yeah, okay. Style dance. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I saw recently you actually were working with a DJ. You did a DJ with what was his name?
What So Not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all remixed with a smile.
Yes, and we are in the process of figuring out how to get that to come out so that the world can have it. There's a lot of people involved on it, so we're just, you know, it's just a lot of emailing back and forth right now, but it's going to come out.
Nice.
That will come out. It won't just be on the internet. It will come out. Yeah. Just give us a moment to figure it out, guys.
Well, we're out here scouring everything. So we're going to see it anyway, either way.
Yeah.
We'll make we will make our own version on cassette tapes, pass them out.
Yeah, you guys just like put it on a CD and loop it. Yeah.
You created a really unique space in ethereal pop. So yeah, so like if you had to describe your music to someone who never heard it and in colors and textures, what would it be? Like, what would you say?
Okay, I say this. Well, I say this thing sometimes, and I hope this doesn't scare people. But I say this thing sometimes, like when I usually co-produce and I work with other producers. You know, we make the songs together, but I generally tell them I like either the sounds of fairies dancing, like they're, or fairies getting ripped apart. So I like those two sounds. And so if you find those two sounds and you show that I'll be like, yeah, that's it. You know, like one of those two I'm going to be probably happy with. But for colors, there's a lot of blue and green. But I think there's some gold in there. You know, like I think it's an array of colors because I like to experiment so much with genre. There's always that kind of ethereal vocal, but like the genre, there's a lot of genre bending.
I kind of think of like neon lights or like you know,
That's
that
cool.
kind of neon colors. You know, the purples, violets. You know,
everybody's interpretation is different. Like my head, I'm like, I'm like underwater all the time, or like I'm like that's what I think. But then
our team, you know, and these are the guys behind the camera. When we were all discussing, you know, coming to interview you, somebody, I don't know who said it, but from the very beginning we started saying, "Oh, it's the mermaid girl."
The mermaid girl. That's so.
So they're like, "Hey, any word on the mermaid girl?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you mean Maiah? Yeah."
That's so funny. That is worldwide. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Where does that come from? Like, because
sirens.
It's not like I've seen it, but you know, no one's described it like that.
No. It's like the mermaid's siren singing song. So it's like the sound that you think. I'm guessing this is what people have attached it to. It's the sound that you think would like lure sailors into the water. So I think that there's this this TV show called Love, Death, and Robots. And one of the episodes is Hibaro, and it's, you know, there's a siren in it, and a lot of people I think have connected the song to her. Yeah. So cool. I love that episode so much. So I was like, okay, you guys get me? You get what I'm doing here? That's so cool. But yeah, no, it's so let's just say one more thing, you know, like that same thing happened on, you know, social media in the US or in the West, right? Yeah. And then when I first came out here, I connected with a Chinese fashion designer, and she's like, "Oh, you're they call you Mermaid Queen. And I was like, that's so funny. It is worldwide.
Yeah.
Like everyone has just decided. And so there's another example. Like we are so much more similar than we are different. Like literally everyone was just like, oh, she's a mermaid.
It feels like an example of like collective unconscious. Like we hear a piece of art and everyone has the same kind of like a reaction to the pulling your hair.
I was like,
I'm sorry. She has too much of it anyway.
It's beautiful though. Mermaid hair.
Mermaid voice.
Yes.
When I think of it, just like dark, like sparkles, but like dark glitters.
Yeah.
I would say like black, but it's shiny.
Yeah.
But it's still like in a way like it's the same, but it's some details is different.
So cool. Yeah. Everybody has a different vibe. Yeah. I love it.
If you could time travel and choose to like score a film, any film, which one would it be and why?
I feel like I would only name things where I already love the score. I really love what they've done, but like I would love to do a fantasy movie of some sort. I feel like that would be my dream. Lord of the Rings is like already perfect as is, but would have been cool to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Just be like near it, near the score of that. But
Who does the score for that? Is it John Williams? No. I don't know. Who's this? Who does the score for?
You're
for
asking a jet lagged.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
Like
I don't remember.
person, but like
Online, we're gonna have it down here. We'll have it down here.
I
The
know
answer
who
is
it
this.
Yes, I know. It's beautiful. It's glorious.
It's not.
Yeah. The thing is like any movie I think of, I already love the score.
Interpretation
Yeah.
is interesting.
I think knowing the genre is probably enough.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
if
yeah, like a
something in the
fantasy
fantasy genre.
It would have been cool to do like a 80s dark fantasy movie though, like to do Legend.
Oh,
The movie Legend. Do you remember that one with the unicorns?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
That'd be
Or
kinda
like
fun.
Neverending Story would be.
Oh
kinda
yeah.
cool, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of
exactly.
similar genre.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that would be really fun. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us for today. We're going to be here. We're going to be watching your show. We're going to be screaming encore. We're going to be
Yay.
singing with you.
Okay.
We're so happy you took the time to speak with us. And we'll be in touch.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
Thank
Thanks so much.
you.
It's so nice talking
It
to
was
you.
nice talking to you, too.
Yeah.